All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle, the great millstone, our teachers. And salutations to the Akim, teaching is true, all the folk on the earth, true and city, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And the speckled bird, the ones that scattered out the folk on the earth, and a few sisters that listen as well. Hey, it's just a lesson that I stumbled upon as an article going into health workers, long-term care factory should get the C word, 19, the V word first. CDC advised opinion saying. So they are starting to roll out this pandemic that they issued in 2020, man. And how can they make articles like this? Because this came out December 1st, if you can see it. It came out December 1st, and they haven't tried it too much. They said it's side effects. They saying that it's not 100%. So how could you tell people that they're gonna take something that it's not even 100% sure that they body can take it, or that they sure that they want to, man? You know why? Because Esau have an agenda. That's why in the book of Sirach, let's get this before I get into this article. Now, I didn't read none of this article, but I'm pretty sure, hey, it's hot, because that's major news. They're going to start with essential workers. See, people that's working, if you want to keep your job, guess what? You're going to have to take this V word. And we don't want to say the V word because we'll get striped, Esau madness, but you get what I'm saying. This, Sirach, Sirach 12, verse 10. It say, never trust thy enemy, for like an iron brushes, so is his wickedness. And that's the nature of Esau Edom, man. And tell you that his soul, if lifted up, is not upright in him, man. But the just shall live by faith. So, knowing that this man is wicked, and he's trying to infuse your DNA with something that not even supposed to be in your body, is totally wickedness. And then on top of that, he's going to force it on top of you in order to you to function inside the society of that he have orchestrated. Hey, you're going to have to what? Take it. And it's going to all lead to the FRD chip, man. Because in order to get the RD chip, they have to put this, more likely have to put this V word inside your body. So let's read a little bit more. So if you have a major job, which 50% of Americans is at home. They at home collect the unemployment. So the rest of the people, they basically, Salakia, they basically sent people at home, and then the rest is going to start with them, and then they're going to employ the military to vax the people at home. See, they're not worried about the people at home. Really, they're not worried about you people at work. Because in order to keep your job, you're going to have to what? Take it. And I guarantee it's coming down the pipe soon. So get ready for 2021 to be even more hell and worse than 2020 was. Verse 11, it say, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be to him as there have white a looking there, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been although wiped away. And that's the nature of Esau, because it tells you in the book of Psalms, real quick. It's Psalms 58. Salakia 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And that's the mindset of Esau. he want war. He want to raise this war against us. But he come like he's humble. He come like he's for you. But guess what? He's not. It say, war was in his heart. His words were smoother than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he's gonna lie behind your back. He's gonna per se like he's this good guy, but actually he's the bad guy. Verse 22, it say, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee, and he shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. So when you trust into Esau, you're going to get these things. But if you trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, he's going to provide, and protect you. But most of our people don't. That's why I say, woe to them that trust into Egypt. Because these people is programmed to trust in this society, trust in Esau, which we all know that he haven't done anything for us at all. This Proverbs, I believe the 4th chapter, and let's start at 14. It say, enter not in the path of wicked men. And Esau is definitely a wicked man. It say, it say, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and they sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. And that's the nature of Esau Edom, man. They want to cause something to fall. They want to plot on you. They plot on Jake daily. That's why they make these laws. They sit cops, wicked cops. They set to sit in different places to see Jake speeding or mess with Jake, period. Shoot Jake down in the streets. That's the nature of Esau Edom. To back that precept up before I get into this article is Micah, the 2nd chapter. Salakia. This Micah 2, and these just classic scripture. Before I go into this article, hey, it's just proven that Esau is the devil. And when I say I'm talking about the so-called white man. Hey, he's going to come with great wrath. He's going to come with this V word, hey, and force it upon the people. He already planning on starting with healthcare workers. And healthcare workers is the reason why the society is the way it is now, because they is the front. They in the front of this pandemic, man. They the one that's helping the people, hey, providing, trying and this and that. And he's starting with them, and then he's gonna trickle on down to the essential workers, and everything else to the people. That's how I see it rolling out. But this verse 2, it say, Micah chapter 2, verse 1, say, woe to them that vile iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And this is something that Esau been trying to do. He been trying to put microchips into our people. But microchips already was into our people. To get into, I believe, the Baja Club in L.A. or New York, I think it's L.A., hey, you have to scan your hand to get into that club. Hey, Switzerland already had 90% of their people chipped. Hey, it's more evident that proving that, hey, they already had these things in LA and certain other places, man. People been scanning their hand. Amazon been said that on the go. And that's what we heading to. A society that he want to totally control you within and without. And that's what his plan is. They say when the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and house and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's what Esau have done. Over a period of time, he have pressed us, slaughtered us, hey, took our houses away, our wives away, our cattle away. Hey, that's why Job 9:24 said the hands is given to the hands of, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And he even take our heritage away, man. He want to be like us. But guess what? You're not like us. We are God. We are the true chosen people of the Lord, man. And guess what? The Lord is going to defend us in that day. So don't take that V word or the microchip. So let's get into this article. It say a committee that advised the Central for Disease Prevention and Control vote overwhelmingly on Tuesday, meaning today, to recommend that healthcare providers and citizens and staff of long-term care factories be at the front of the line for the C word, 19 for the V word. And I don't want to say them words, you know what I mean. It say recommendation much shall be accepted by CDC Director Robert Redfield. The agent would then issue its guidance on who shall get priority assessed. The final decision will rest with the states. So guess what? They are finally making a final decision, which in the beginning, hey, people have been saying they're not going to take this V word. They said that they have rights to what? Refuse these things. But guess what? Slippery Esau is going to tell you, well, then you can't come to work. Because guess what? This pandemic has been surging. In the beginning, America never totally shut down and reopened up. And this all was a plan to what? To increase the numbers. That's why in the media you've been seeing 100,000 cases a day. It's been seeing deaths been going up. And guess what? It's going to get even worse. Because guess what? That's what he's banking on. And that's what he's pushing to the people so that they can get scared. And that's how you control the people to take what you want them to take. So let's keep reading. It says state government. Salaka. It says state government might put in their first order of the C word and the V word to Operation Warp Speed. The U.S. government the V word development first track program. By Friday, Tuesday, voters are aimed at giving them concrete advice on who they shall prioritize for the view of a nation with first delivery, which are expected to be limited. So they are already pushing it. It say, I'm going to keep reading. Members of the advisory committee of the practice vote 13-1 to put healthcare providers and long-term care residents two groups that present about 24 million Americans at the top of the V word priority list. So they already have this rolling out, man. It's crazy. And guess what? You people is going to take it because guess what? You trust in the society. You trust in his science. When the Lord tell you not to, man. It say, damn, let's jump down. Actually, I'm going to just keep reading. It say, while the C19 V have not yet been tested in long-term care residents, they have been tested in other older adults in clinic trial. It say, Talbot knows that their volunteer report fewer side effects after the V word. So it's side effects to these things. Rising questions about how strong an immune response the V are inducing. Another member of the committee, Peter Sanger, a partition at UCLA, a maternity children's hospital, called the decision a solemn choice, but noticed that the Americans not in the two first priority group. More V will be coming very soon. So this thing is coming very soon. It's on the tip of the iceberg, man. But that's not what I really want to go into. Well, of course, it say it very soon, but this is the part I want. It say, in fact, the committee was told the government expect to begin to proceed of between 5 million and 10 million doses a week this month. It say, that's crazy. And having enough V word to vaccinate 20 million people by the end of December. And that's heavy. That's heavy. And they haven't even approved this V word yet. But guess what? It's coming. is coming to a theater near you. So get ready, man. Esau is about to come down with that heavy rod, with that heavy affliction that Revelation 12 and 12 go into, man. And guess what? He's not going to be nice with it. He's going to come real harsh. So with that, I just want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim, the season is true, of the folk on the earth, true and city, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and a ball.